Right, we got an each way lucky 31 for tomorrow, boys and girls. Saturday's race, and definitely enjoy it. I am going to put out a video in the morning, lads. There's other big races I just want to touch on, the Irish Guineas, and there's one or two races in Goodwood as well. There's some Lone Eagles back and Third Realm, and I'll have a little bit more of a look at them races tonight, and I'll be back tomorrow. But first I want to put out the each way lucky 31. Before I do that, let's just touch on today. Massive day on the Patreon service. I'll come to that in a minute. I just want to touch on my first selection on YouTube, Eastern Pearl. What a good filly she is, lads. Just touched off. I think she will be the best horse in the race, and time will show that. Massive price as well. I think she was 13-2. So a nice good run from her. She was a bit slow away and she challenged down the inside on her own, and I think the middle of this summer, I think she's going to be one to follow. So a lovely start with her. We'll go on the Patreon service. We had 4 points win on Lionel. I just thought he was the best horse in the race today. The market got it wrong. They had 2 horses favourites throughout the day. He'd beaten the favourite on debut in Newbury, and he could have beaten the second favourite in Newbury the last day, only for a slow start, and he wasn't even put in the race. So I couldn't believe how they were so short and he was such a big price. So I went for the 4 points win. He collected at 17-2, and I had another selection that won as well. 2 selections, 2 winners. So I've been absolutely ripping them apart on the Patreon service in the last week. I've had 7 points win at 100-30, 5 points win at 7-2, 4 points win at 9-2, 3 points each way at 15-2. It's been an absolute crusher, and lovely today to hit them with another double within, the second in 3 days. So absolutely delighted. Delighted for everyone in the service, and yeah, let's hope my last selection gets a preem. Good start to the day with the each way double. First one placed at 13-2. We also have an each way single on the last one tonight. Right, on to tomorrow. The first one in the each way lucky 31, the 250 Oman. He bumped into one the last day, lads. A real progressive horse that bolted in again since. And he had a spin around Salisbury, which is not a bad little place to have an education before you run around the likes of Goodwood and that. It always stands to the horses. So I do think he's progressive. Now, it is a tricky race, and there's lots of progressive horses in here. But the horse that beat him the last day, lads, was a serious horse. He bolted in by 6 lengths in Chelmsford. So he's the first one. Then we go to the 220 in York, Zulu Tracker. This is a 10-1 shot. Definitely has some upside. Ran okay the first time in Haydock. Didn't set the world alight, but I reckon there's more to come. So Zulu Tracker is the second one. Ed Walker trains her, and like I said, Zulu Tracker could step up. Right, that's the second one. And then in the 4 o'clock at Goodwood, Crema Inglesa, or I don't know how to pronounce this. In the 4 o'clock at Goodwood, Safi Osborne rides a 4-year-old filly in a filly's handicap by Lopi de Vega, and I think it's a progressive 4-year-old, and I think he'll take all the beating tomorrow. I genuinely do. It's 4-1. You'll see it there. Crema Inglesa, that's what it is. Crema Inglesa. So in the 4 o'clock, that one, and then in the 4:55 at Haydock, Paws For Tought. That's a 13-2 shot, and that's ran very well the last day. Unlucky loser for us. The jockey just was waiting in front and got caught on the line. Just caught him. The jockey was only caught him the last day. He was looking around him when he was 2 lengths clear, turning into the home straight in Chester instead of driving him on, and he just got done. Now he has been nudged up for that, but whatever, horse is in really good form. So Paws For Tought, the 4:55 at Haydock, and then in the 2:55 at York, I'm going to go with Atals Bay. I do like Alligator Alley though as well, but I'll go with Atals Bay. I don't think we've seen the best of this horse yet, and he's had 1 spin at York, and he was second to the real good mare that's running tomorrow in Haydock, Winter Power. So we'll go with Atals Bay 8-1. So I'll round it up for you. Oman in the 250, 100-30. Crema Inglesa in the 4 o'clock, 4-1. The 455 at Haydock, Paws For Tought, 13-2. And then Atals Bay in the 255 at York, 8-1. Zulu Tracker in the 220 at York, 10-1. So there's a cracking each way. Lucky 31. Yeah, enjoy it. Do that. Right, what a day today. Absolutely. You know, hopefully Get Supreme will top it off. So look, it's just, I've been so solid on the Patreon service with massive value in the selections this month. You know, finding the value and punishing the bookie, make going strong with the points. And that's what I said I would do at the start of the month. I made the video and I said I would be aggressively backing horses that I thought were at value prices. So, or yeah, aggressively, you know, upping the points on them, where normally you might go, you know, 2 points each way. Instead of that, I was just coming with the angle, 4 points win, 5 points win, 7 points win on horses at good prices, and it's just been working out for me and it's been crushing. All right, hopefully that lucky 31 will come in. And yeah, really well done to everyone in the Patreon service today. I'm delighted to pull that out of the fire today, especially with the weekend just around the corner. All right, enjoy it, lads and lasses.